Hello there everybody, my name is Jeremy Jameson, today here doing a quick little audio commentary talking about Battlefield in general. Starting off though, it is the 1 year anniversary of Battlefield Hardline. It actually was yesterday, I'm a day late, my apologies, but does anybody care? That's the real question. Nah, well, kind of. Yeah, I just wanted to address it because it has been a year since the game came out, and when the game first came out, I don't know if I would describe it as hype. I would say more just kind of hopeful and I was looking forward to it, I guess is the best way to say it. But then once the game came out, well actually let's skip back a little bit to the beta that happened like a month and a half before or something like that. That seemed great. I mean, it was fun, but then once the full game came out, it was like, well, this is just too gosh darn similar to the beta in terms of there's not really a whole lot more content, and the gameplay just was real campy. To be honest, this gameplay you're watching right now is from last year because I tried to hop on right now for an hour to get some sort of gameplay and I just really couldn't. I mean, to start off with, there's barely any servers active. I got it on the PC, which I shouldn't have, but I'd always heard that Battlefield was a PC game, and when this came out, this was the first Battlefield title that I had a decent PC, well, a good PC for. But it ended up selling well, or a whole lot better, on the Xbox One and PS4. Anyways, what I'm saying is I couldn't really get any good gameplay because of the only servers that are available right now. Literally, like, everybody was camping. It was just not fun at all. And that's just kind of really what happened to Battlefield Hardline's Legacy. It just wasn't fun. There wasn't a whole lot to do. The introduction of the new game modes, it didn't feel like Battlefield, I think, was one of the biggest issues as well, and having Visceral be brought in as a new developer for the Battlefield franchise, I didn't really think was that good of a move. I mean, they've done some good stuff in the past in the gaming industry, but just it didn't work for me, and obviously it didn't really work for a whole lot of other people as the game kind of quickly died as far as the community goes. So I just wanted to just at least acknowledge that it has been a year since the game came out. I wanted to just get your guys' thoughts. What are your thoughts on Battlefield Hardline? Have you even thought about it at all? Probably not. But that's everything for that little segment. I want to transition now just briefly to talk about Battlefield 5, as it is slated to come out in the third quarter this year. And when EA says the third quarter, they mean the third quarter fiscally, so in the fiscal year, excuse me. So that is October to December here in 2016. And I've seen some rumors that it's going to take place in World War I. If that was the case, I don't know if I'd personally buy it. I'd definitely wait until the game came out and saw some reviews and stuff like that, because there's just not really a whole lot to cover in World War I. A lot of it was still trench warfare, and they had some planes action, but not really a whole lot. I would definitely prefer World War II over World War I, even though there's never really been a World War I game, but that's kind of why, because there's just so much more to do in World War II. So if they were to do a resurgence of that era in World War II, that would be incredible. Because when the World War II, I've said that like 5 times, it doesn't even sound real to me anymore, but when that sort of cycle came through the FPS scene, I was still fairly young, wasn't really playing shooters at the time, so never really experienced it while it was in its prime, and if other franchises were to pick up that era once again, I think that'd be great. Now, if they were to do something futuristic, that would probably turn me off completely of this game, because I'm kind of getting a little fatigued, a little tired on the whole futuristic stuff, era for shooters. I mean, I'd even be fine with modern, to be honest. Or I don't know if I would, because Battlefield 3 and 4 were both modern, I guess, a little bit into the future, but not crazy futuristic by any means. So I want to see something vintage, something old school, like even going back to Vietnam. If they were to do a full Vietnam game, that'd be incredible. But I guess if they were to do modern, it would have to be Bad Company 3. But besides that, I'm really hoping for World War II, to be honest, and I don't know, there's not really a whole lot more to talk about, as we don't have any official information on it besides the fact that yes, it is coming out in 2016. So that's everything for this video. I'd love to get your thoughts once again, if you've even had a thought about Battlefield Hardline, and also just let me know, what are you wanting to see in Battlefield 5? For the channel, I think I'm going to start to try to do some Battlefield 4 content once again, especially as we're leading up to the release and launch of the trailers, and once the game comes out, I'll do some more Battlefield stuff. But yeah, and one thing, of course, DICE and EA have to get down is a solid launch, otherwise I think it's really going to destroy, or I don't know about destroy, but it's going to mess up the whole name of the Battlefield franchise even more. They've got to have a great launch, and hopefully they'll do it this time. Actually, that was probably the biggest positive of Hardline. It did have a fairly successful launch in terms of just netcode, and you could actually play it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So that's everything once again, though, and I will talk to you very soon with some more audio commentaries, and have yourself a fantastic day, and goodbye.